Welcome inside the Gallogly Event Center. We are about 2 minutes into the first quarter here as the UCCS women welcome in Black Hills State University. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jason Carter, and Mountain Lions got the first 2 points, and the Yellow Jackets responded with a bucket of their own. Now here's a rebound by Nillis down low, and it's rejected by Ellie Moore. The pass back out's tipped around, and they're going to say it went off a Mountain Lion and out of bounds. Take a look at the 5 players on the court for both teams. First 4 visiting Black Hills State. They started with Ellie Moore, Morgan Hammerbeck, Megan Engesser, Danica Koster, and Nikki Van Wyck, while the Mountain Lions countered with Alexa Dominguez, Bree Robinson, Sydney Nillis, Mason White, and Agar Faris. Van Wyck driving into the lane, and she'll pick up a foul. The first foul for either side. For Mountain Lion fans, number 12 there at the top of your screen, if she looks familiar, there is a reason why. That's Ellie Moore. She spent 3 years donning a UCCS uniform before transferring out as a grad student to Spearfish, South Dakota, and the Yellow Jackets. So good to have Ellie back in town. Too bad she's wearing the green and yellow this time around, and she gets the inbound pass guarded by Mason White. Back up top to Megan Engesser. Kick over into the corner. They work it back down to Moore. Ellie, an extra pass. 3-ball put up and off the side rim. Robinson with the rebound. Black Hills State in a 2-3 zone, so the Mountain Lions working it around the arc looking for an opening. Nillis has it at the top of the key with 10 seconds on the clock. Now Robinson, back over to Nillis. Dominguez drives, spin move. That shot off the mark, rebound Jackets. Pushing it up ahead, Koser. Good job by Robinson to read that and jump the passing lane. Unable to control it as it heads out of bounds. A couple of substitutions coming in for Black Hills State in the form of Summer Fox and Haley Weathersby. That 3-ball no good either, and Robinson another rebound. Black Hills State actually the top 3-point shooting team in the conference. They hit 35% of their 3-pointers. That's top 30 in the entire country. So even though the Yellow Jackets are off to a slow start in this ball game from beyond the arc, there's a bucket and a foul, and Mason White will head to the free throw line. As I mentioned, Black Hills 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, but certainly capable of filling it up real quick, shooting over 35% as a team. For White, that is her first bucket. Now she'll have a chance to finish off a 3-point play. Mason's free throw, hit off the front rim and rolled over. Some pressure in the backcourt from Robinson, looking to lead into a double team. Couldn't quite get there. Into the corner, another 3-ball put up. That too off the mark. Rebound to Dominguez, who's looking to push it. Alexa to Faris. Robinson. Back over to Agar. Alexa. Sydney in front of the UCCS dance team was in attendance this evening. Robinson, a 3-ball. Splash it down. Nothing but nylon for Bree Robinson. And she has the first 3-pointer of the game and has 5 very early points. Good start for the Mountain Lions, up 8-2 as Black Hills State pops up another 3. That one off the front rim, again no good. So cold start continues. 0 for 5 are the Yellow Jackets from behind the arc here through the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Robinson will put up another three. That one slimmed off of the front rim. And now Van Wyck will look to slow it down. Into the lane, great take, but then Ferris came across, got a lot of ball, but they're gonna say with the body, I mean, that rejection looked about as clean as you're gonna get, but Ferris putting her hands up like, are you kidding me? Will get the foul. So that brings us to the first media timeout. Mountain Lions off to a decent start. They have an 8-2 lead. So to the free throw line we head, and for Black Hills State, it will be Summer Fox. Fox misses the first. Second one is good from Summer. A 62% free throw shooter. She goes 1 of 2. Talia Depetrio as well as Riley Ottman both checked in for the Mountain Lions out of that timeout. Here is Ottman, lost her dribble, and they're going to call a block down low on Koser. White's shot, no good. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. That was Capley who just checked in. Working it down low, and they're going to call an offensive foul, a hook on Koser, and that'll send the ball the other direction. Van Dyke back in the lineup for Black Hills State as Robinson brings it over midcourt. Gets it out to Mason White, who is way deeper than the Mountain Lions would like her. She is much better in the post. Ottman now hands it off to DiPatrio, who gets it back up top to Robinson. Ottman with the nice crossover spin move. They're going to call her for a travel, as reaching in was Summer Fox, and it just threw Ottman off just enough to get her to shuffle her feet a little bit too much. Van Wyck down low to Weathersby. Weathersby in the post. Righty shot off glass, no good. Got her own rebound, went right back up. So an offensive board and a couple of points for Haley Weathersby on that possession. The 6'1" sophomore has her first 2 points of the ball game. Dominguez working in the post, double teamed. jump ball now, and possession arrow will stay with the Mountain Lions. Now this time around they're going to call Ottman for a carry as she was making a move. So a travel and then a carry for the freshman Riley Ottman. So a rough start for her as she stays in the backcourt and adds to the press for the Mountain Lions. Great job by Robinson, asking for a hook on the offensive player. Not going to get it, but Bree did get her arms in there. She does a great job of that, truly playing the passing lanes and keeping the ball away from her primary offensive player. Weatherby again working on White down low. Weatherby the size advantage. Shot was off the mark. They say it went off of UCCS, so it stays with the visitors. Van Wyck looking for a screen. Doesn't get it. We'll hand it off to Fox. Summer with 7 on the shot clock. Looking for some help. Gets it over to Van Wyck. 2 on the shot clock. She puts up a 3, and there is the first triple of the ball game for the best three-point shooting team in the conference. Tied it up at 8-8. Quickly down low to White, making her move. Back out to Robinson. DiPatrio into the lane and a reach around from behind on the Yellow Jackets. The foul is going to go on Fox. Her first. As Moore checks back in for Black Hills, and coming in for the first time for the Mountain Lions is Emily Hovas. Cami Ragsdale checked in also for Black Hills State. We're going to get a foul off the ball. Not sure who it's going to go on. Hold will go on Ragsdale for Black Hills State, and that's the 5th team foul of the quarter. So Mason White will go to the free throw line with a chance to re-give UCCS a lead. White, nothing but net on that free throw. Mason's been working on her free throw shooting. She's hit her first 2 attempts in this ball game. Coming in, just a 30% free throw shooter. That one, however, left short. So Mason got 1 of 2 on that trip and gives UCCS the smallest of margins at 1. Kayla Bertram there, gets it over to Fox in the corner. Down low to Moore. Ellie turns around. Good double team there from White. The kick out by Moore. Another 3 ball, and it's good. Nikki Van Wyck drops in another 3. That's her second of the contest. And she's got 6 points, already halfway to her season average. Yeah. Moved her pivot foot. That was Maria Dirksen, who had just checked in. Get a look there at Dirksen. Engesser back in the lineup for Black Hills State. Ottman poked it away from behind. Riley, great save by Ottman, got it to Hovas. The pull-up J is good. Emily Hovas off the great effort from her fellow freshman. So Ottman and Hovas, the future of Mountain Lion basketball, combined on the steal and the bucket. Engesser from the corner, and it's good. Megan Engesser with the 3. She is one of many sharpshooters on this team. Hits 37% of her 3-pointers, does Engesser. And actually Megan played her high school ball literally right across the street at Colorado Christian School. Won a couple of state titles there with the Lions, as did her brothers, who the end guesser name to any RMAC fans is certainly a recognizable one. Her brother played 4 years at CCU, was also a multi-time state champion at Colorado Springs Christian. Take a look there at Riley Ottman's knee, getting it cleaned up a little bit. And we do have some free throws, and Ottman's the one who's shooting. That's why time has essentially halted here as Riley now heads back into the game. She'll shoot her free throws and then get a substitution to get that knee taken care of. Looks like just a little scrape or something, nothing too serious, but not allowed to be on the court with blood. So Ottman will shoot the couple of free throws. First one is short. Second one is good. So Ottman will quickly be subbed out, at least for a little bit, as Nillis checks back in. About 8 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock down at 10. Tried to get it down low to Moore, who was able to corral it. Then she's double teamed. Loose ball, picked back up. Ellie put the shot up, missed it. It's poked out. Engesser, the extra pass. Van Wyck, no good. Another offensive rebound, and the reverse layup there by Ragsdal as the horn sounds. That gives Black Hills State a 16-12 lead after the first 10 minutes of this contest. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of quarter number 2. So after 10 minutes, Black Hills State has a 4-point lead. The Yellow Jackets come into this game with a 16-5 overall record. They're in third place in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference at 11-4. UCCS 8-14 overall, 7-9 in RMAC play, which has tied them for 7th place. So still in the running for a spot in the RMAC tournament are the Mountain Lions, despite their slow start to the season. They've really picked it up the last couple of months, highlighted by a victory over a top 10 team in the country when they beat Colorado School of Mines a few weeks back. Good job there by Hovas to get in the passing lane, and then she was tripped up. The foul is going to go on Ellie Moore. So Hovas creates a turnover for the Mountain Lions. Alexa Dominguez driving the lane. Oh, got it up, but couldn't get it to fall. Engesser kicks it back out. Another pass. Van Wyck, who's got a couple of triples already, goes baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Mason White with the rebound, gets it over midcourt. DiPatrio down low to White on the block. Mason was looking for some help. They're going to call a foul on the Yellow Jackets. It's going to go on Fox, I believe. Nope, it's going to go on Moore. So Moore picks up 2 fouls on a couple of possessions, and she will probably be subbed out. That's exactly what's going to happen. Weathersby will come in for her. Hovas thought about it and then kept going. Good job by Emily to keep her dribble. Couldn't finish though. Fox down low to Weatherby. Turnaround Jay, no good. Rebound's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Bree Robinson checking back in for UCCS. The lob inbound. Oh, nice block there for Mason White on Weatherby, but it ended up back in her hands, and it looked like White might have gotten a piece of that one too. So Mason, good defense there on Weathersby down low. They do indeed give White 2 blocks on that possession. However, off the inbound, Van Wyck with yet another 3-pointer. That is her 3rd. She's already attempted 6 as she's got 9 points. White now has the ball. Mason, glass, too hard. Dominguez there battling amongst the trees, and Alexa's going to pick up a foul down low on Weathersby. So good job by Alexa to crash the boards after that shot from Mason White rattled around and fell out. Dominguez, and it's going to be another jump ball, and again it'll stay with the Mountain Lions as Black Hills got it at the quarter. Dominguez will bring it in for UCCS. Gets it into White. Dominguez, nice turnaround in the lane, and Alexa with the pretty shot drops in her first bucket. Another 3 ball, that one no good, however. And a nice block out down low by Hovas as Fox is going to pick up a foul, her 2nd. And a substitution for Black Hills State as Calla Bertram. She's replaced Fox, who has those 2 fouls. White on the elbow, kicks it back out. Hovas went around White and her defender, but was picked off there by Bertram. Shot no good. Rebound picked up by Black Hills. They're going to get her for a travel, however. And you hear a big roar from the Mountain Lion bench. That's because Sophia Bela has checked in for the first time since January 3rd when she had a hand injury. You see her there, the taped fingers on her left hand. Thought it was broken. She has been out for a month and a half at this point, so great to have Sophie back in the lineup, getting a little bit of playing time here. She had started every single game of the season up until that January 3rd showdown with Shadron. Ottman back in the lineup for UCCS as Ragsdale is able to keep her foot. Abela trying to make a presence known early, and then Nillis is going to pick up a foul as she went after the loose ball but was just a hair late. Bertram got there first. They're going to get Bree Robinson with a hold. So it was a 4-0 foul advantage in favor of the Mountain Lions, but now UCCS has picked up 3 very quick fouls. Van Wyck takes the screen and then stops, pops, air ball to the Mountain Lions. Black Hills thought it was tipped and not going to get a call. Abela, Sophie all the way to the rim and just missed it, but she will head to the free throw line. So for Sophie, the good thing is that left hand, her offhand, Ragsdale picked up the penalty, the 15 foul, so UCCS will be shooting free throws the rest of this quarter. Abela off the back rim. Sophie, a 67% free throw shooter. Second one is good. And there's the first point in 6 weeks for Sophie Abela. Van Wyck, the kick, shot, no good. Weathersby and Nillis. Nillis ran it down in the corner, but it was poked out by Weathersby. And now another official is going to come in after everybody was already set up. I feel like the time for this conversation has already passed. Oh, they're going to put the shot clock. They're going to take a second off of the shot clock because UCCS technically had possession. Nillis with an easy break of the press there as Black Hills State kind of lost her. Abela over into the corner. Nillis crossover. Drops it down to White. Mason in the lane. Oh, Mason White almost got a tough shot to fall. But she was fouled and he'll get a couple of free throws. White's third trip to the charity stripe already. She's gone 2 of 3 the first 2 times and knocks that one down as well. There's a lot more arc on her free throws than there was a few weeks ago. So Mason obviously putting in a lot of work on her free throws because she has gone 4 of 5. Again, coming into this game, shooting just 31% from the free throw line was Mason White. Van Wyck quickly drops it off to Capley, who gets it back to Van Wyck. Ragsdale now with a shot. A high arcer, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Picked up by Capley. And the foul's going to go on Abela as Capley was looking to get back towards the rim. Another Colorado native is Capley. She's from Arvada, played at Ralston Valley. Black Hills State, 5 Colorado kids on their roster. Nicely done by Altman to keep her feet and not put too much pressure. Quickly gets it up to Nilles. Sydney up top to Sophie. And they're going to call Mason White down low for an offensive foul. These officials, unfortunately, are starting to take over, which is not a good sign. Never want the officials to become the storyline of a game, but right about now, I feel like that's exactly what is happening. We're not even halfway through this quarter, and both teams are already in the bonus. 3 ball, no good. Run down. Good follow there by Ragsdale to get her own miss. Van Wyck down low to Capley. Now we're going to have a 3-second violation on Capley. She never got out of the lane. That brings us to the media timeout. 4:48 to go in quarter number 2. Black Hills State still holding on to a 2-point lead. UCCS with possession, down by 2. As Ottman hands it off to Robinson. Back over to Riley. Nilles, skip pass. Abela picked it up, then puts the shot up, and Sophie Abela has come in right where she left off. She's got 3 points in just a couple of minutes of play. Now looking to force a double team. Didn't quite get there in time. Good take. Abela comes down with the rebound, gets it out to Robinson. The Black Hills bench wants a call. Didn't get it there on that offensive possession. Nilles back out to Abela. Sophie stops. Drops it off to Mason White. Mason White feeling it from about 17 feet as she knocks that down. Nothing but net. Mason White with 8 points, and that forces Black Hills to call a timeout, and their head coach is heated. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. Mountain Lions now with a 2-point lead. So the Mountain Lions on a 9-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 31 seconds, and they have retaken the lead up by 2. Down low, good take there from Capley. Is she able to go glass and drop it in? Ottman, the great crossover, and then the drop off to White, who will head back to the free throw line as Capley picks up another foul. In the bonus already were the Mountain Lions, so regardless, Mason would be back at the charity stripe. She is 4 or 5 from the line this evening. Free throw is good. Mason White 1 point away from becoming the first player in double figures this evening. Lines it up. White's second is good. 6 of 7 from the charity stripe is Mason White. She's got 10 points. First player in double figures on either side. Ragsdale, the turnaround Jay right over the top of White. She ties it right back up at 23. White on the feed is double teamed. It's going to be poked out of bounds. And they're going to say White hit it last, even though there were 2 Yellow Jackets on either side of her. I find that one hard to believe, but regardless, it's a turnover for UCCS. Capley, spin move on White. She switched her pivot foot, I think, but they're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and drop it in. It looked like Capley set her pivot foot once and then picked it up and used the other one, but she's going to get the bucket and the foul, so she'll go to the free throw line with a chance at a 3-point play. That free throw line drive, but it worked as it fell in. She's got 5 points. Abela kicks it over to Ottman, looking to tie it up. Riley Ottman from an angle hits the triple. And a travel on Black Hills State will send it right back to the Mountain Lions. White's going to take a seat, replaced by Alexa Dominguez. DiPatrio gets it over to Ottman. Looking down low for Alexa. They got it to her. Dominguez sizing up the court. Now Abela will take it, but too much. Oh, loose ball picked right back up by Sophie. Mountain Lions out to Ottman. Robinson, 3 ball, good. Bree Robinson with a triple. She's got 8 points, and the Mountain Lions again have a lead. Van Wyck quickly up for Black Hills, drops it back off to Capley. Engesser, Fox, Van Wyck. Oh, Abela jumped in front of the offensive player and knocked it away. Weathersby off the nice feed, and there's going to be a foul down low on Abela. For Abela, that's her second. Weathersby will have a couple of free throws. UCCS up by 3. As that one goes off the left rim. Second one is good. So 2 points, all that separates with 1:15 to go before halftime. Bree Robinson brings it over. Abela got into the lane again. Kick out. Ottman. Her progress is stopped. She gets it back over to Robinson. Into the corner. Abela from the wing now looking for a screen. Got it. Long two pull up from Sophie. Hard off the back rim. And Engesser runs it down in the corner. Down low to Weatherby, got it over the top of Dominguez. Tough defense from Alexa down low on the much taller Weatherby to get her to miss that shot. Now Alexa drops it back off to Abela, who will reset things. About 9 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. Tried to get it down low, pass off the mark, however. So Black Hills State now looks like we'll hold for the last shot as we are at 15 seconds to go before halftime. Fox will slowly bring it over midcourt. Has a screen on each side. She's going to use the one from Hammerback. Hit it off of her own foot. Good defense there from Hovass. It's tipped back out. Engesser's shot is off the mark, and that's how we're going to head into halftime. UCCS weathered a storm, and they were able to pull off and come back and hold a 2-point lead as we head into the locker room. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will get you set for the final 20 minutes. Don't go too far.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
I wanted more than a degree.
So with innovative courses and affordable tuition,
UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
People should come see Aubergine because I think that even though it was written a few years ago and even though it's set in 2013, all of the themes are completely relevant.
As I'm getting older and I see my parents getting older, it's kind of a window into the future in a sense. And in a way, it helps me come to terms with what I have to accept is offing in the future.
I saw this show many years ago when it premiered at Berkeley Rep. And I saw it right after my mother had passed. And so I was just sitting in the audience like weeping, you know, hoping that no one was noticing. And I was in the back of the row, but it just completely moved me.
오는 2월 저의 연극을 보러 오셔서 잊지 못할 추억을 만드세요.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
I really remember that because I was really excited and I was really scared, and it was really hard, you know, saying goodbye to my family, and I think that was really scary for me, you know, never leaving the state, being first generation and stuff. I didn't really know what to expect from my college experience.
The first thing that comes to mind when I think about what surprised me about living on campus is how open everyone was in the first couple of weeks to get to know other people. Me and a couple other people I had met started playing volleyball in just an open field, and then within 20 minutes there were about 30 people in the circle all just hitting a volleyball around, and it's something that just showed me how open people were to meeting new people.
I had never had the opportunity, to ever share a room growing up and stuff, and so it just so happened that me and my roommate got along very, very well, and as well as our other suite mates.
So I'm a resident assistant in Summit Village, and that is essentially a student upperclassman who lives on the floor with the new year freshmen, sometimes upperclassmen, who kind of just guide them through their first year on campus. There are tons of different rooming options here on campus. The first one that we see most commonly is known as Summit Village, and we have privates in a suite, we have private bedrooms, private bathrooms, we have a double in a suite, we have triples in a suite, so there's tons of different options. Definitely when you are coming into college, there's so many different personality types, and so it's really important to find an area within housing that is best for you. So I personally really love having a private bedroom, private bathroom, but then I have some friends who really enjoy being able to have a more social aspect, and so they have a double bedroom with a living room. Different floors have different themes. Let's say you really are enjoying leadership. Well, we have a leadership floor. Let's say you're a criminal justice major or a nursing major. We also have floors for that. Education, once again, my favorite floor because I'm an education major. There's even non-education based ones such as Colorado Living, and they do a lot of things filtered around the community, like going out to garden with the gods and just getting experience about what does it mean to live in Colorado Springs.
For me, when I'm not in class or not studying in the library, I'm usually hanging out with friends in their rooms, watching TV, playing video games, different stuff like that, or we're going off campus, either hiking in the bluffs behind the school or exploring Colorado Springs.
We have 2 dining halls that we're available to us to eat at, and when we go there, they have so many different varieties of food, and you really can just taper it to your diet. So I have residents who are vegan, and they have no trouble finding food on campus. I have people with gluten allergies or who are lactose intolerant, and they have the availability to go to the dining hall and eat whatever they want because they are accommodated there. But then there's people like me who literally want cookies every single meal and can get them, along with french fries and pizza and pasta. So there's just always different options every time of the day.
In the dining halls, there's different sections that are in each of them, both at the lodge and over at the Roaring Fork. And no matter what you're feeling, depending on any time of day, there's going to be options there.
I think a lot of people think on-campus living, is supposed to be super studious, super, serious, but I think it can be a lot of fun when you make it that way.
I've met some of my closest friends from just living on the same floor.
The one thing about living on campus is that chances of you getting involved in something tend to be spontaneous. They're not always structured. So you meet people that you normally wouldn't talk to or you normally wouldn't have classes with, and you'll have that opportunity just to study together, go out to eat together. So it's just kind of limitless.
I wanted more than a degree. So with innovative courses and affordable tuition, UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
It only takes one. Imagine bridging the gap that keeps students from achieving their dreams. Imagine making the difference in the life of just one student, fueling his or her success and that of an entire community. It only takes one person. At UCCS, our students come from working families. They work multiple jobs. They're the first in their families. They overcome obstacles, and they want an education that will fuel their success and help them shape the world. It only takes one person willing to start a movement. UCCS students will change our collective future, but they need our help. Many fall through the cracks each year. their focus on schoolwork suffers from financial pressures. Together, we can fuel their success through a campaign that is essential to our community, our region, and all of Colorado. One gift can fuel success. With your help, our students will step into the classroom with a breadth of opportunity at their fingertips. Experiential learning, faculty who care, growing facilities to accommodate a changing workforce, and research that can change the world. But it starts with one.
One less sacrifice made.
One less night shift.
One less year to graduation. One more chance to focus on what's important.
One more life-changing expert to learn from.
One more amazing professional ready to join my team.
One more reason to stay and work in the Pikes Peak region.
One more graduate of the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Remarkable outcomes are possible when you invest even in one person, one student, one future. You can start the movement. You can be the agent of change, shattering expectations for families, communities, companies, cities, states, generations. Collectively, each one of us can change the trajectory of the future. Your one gift, joined with others, will make a difference that lasts generations. That's when the power of one becomes the power of many. That's the power of UCCS. You can be the power of one.
The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Welcome back inside the Gallogly Event Center. We have about a minute and a half to go before the start of the third quarter. UCCS with a 29-27 lead over visiting Black Hills State University. Let's take a look at the first half stats. First for the visiting Yellow Jackets. They shot 31% from the field, 4 of 15 from beyond the three-point arc for 26.7%. which is well below their conference leading average of 35%. So Mountain Lions doing a pretty good job on the three-point defense. Individually, Van Wyck leads the Yellow Jackets with 9 points, while Capley has 5 and Ragsdale has 4. For UCCS, 41% from the field, almost 43% from beyond the three-point arc, and then 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Good free throw numbers there for UCCS, who comes in shooting just 60% from the line, so 13 percentage points higher there. Good news for UCCS. Individually, Mason White leads them with 10 points. She is 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Great news there for her. She's also got a couple of rebounds and a couple of blocks. Bree Robinson with 8 points, and then 3 for Abela and 2 apiece for Hovas. And Dominguez Ottman has 4. Those are all your scores for UCCS in the first half. Foul trouble for Mountain Lions with 2 fouls apiece. Nillis, White, Abela, and Faris. Meanwhile, for Black Hills State, Fox, Ragsdale, Moore, and Koser all have 2 fouls. All right, so here we go. Third quarter. Mountain Lions looking to pick up another big victory. As I mentioned earlier, they did beat league-leading Colorado School of Mines a few weeks back on this very floor. The Orediggers ranked in the top 15 in the country. So Mountain Lions enjoy playing here on their home court as Black Hills third in the conference with their 11-4 RMAC record. Gonna get a foul on the wing on Engesser. For Engesser, her second. Robinson is going to pick up a foul as she was looking to drop it off. It's going to go on Van Wyck. Just her second. Barris down low to Dominguez. She is triple teamed, and then Alexa's going to get called for a travel. Van Wyck takes the screen and then drops it back off to Hammerbeck, who gets all the way to the rim. Good defense from Mason White, though, to not overexert herself there and get into any foul trouble. Made Hammerbeck miss the shot. Got it down low to White, who's double teamed. Kick out. Forrest, 3-ball, no good. Robinson had the board for a minute, and then it's eventually picked up by the Yellow Jackets. Pushing it the other way, Koser. Kicks it out. Van Wyck, another 3. That is her 4th three-pointer. She's got 12 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. All 12 of them have come from behind the arc. Again, they work it down to White, but Engesser read it perfectly and was able to come over and force a jump ball. Van Wyck did a good job in front of Robinson as Robinson just had to throw it off of her hands basically to not get a 5-second call. Now Nillis will take it out as Mountain Lions will look to try and get it inbound. And they do. Dominguez to White. Hands it off to Agar. Skip pass into the corner. Nillis caught it. 2 on the shot clock. Sydney puts up a shot. It hit the rim, and then she hits the deck pretty hard. Tried to come over and double team, but they get it out to Van Wyck and then over midcourt. Into the corner. Engesser. Her shot no good. Rebound, however. Hammerbeck's got it. Kicks it out. Van Wyck, a 3. That's no good. Hammerbeck another rebound, but Ferris comes over with the block. Now Agar looking to push it, gets it over midcourt. She has some help. Good pickoff there for Mason White, but they're going to call her for a tacky foul. Are you kidding me? Mason White just standing her ground, and the defender couldn't get around her. That is a rough call from the officials, as Mason White did a great job just to stand there and not move, and they're going to call her for an offensive foul. Ellie Moore tried to get it in, had it poked out, so she has to run it down. Engesser a long 3, that's no good, and Mason comes down with the rebound. Tried to feed it down to Mason, but it went between her legs, and Engesser comes away with the steal. Robinson's going to pick up a foul there, her second. Fox, Weatherby, and Ragsdale all check in for Black Hills State. Ottman will come in now for UCCS, replacing Dominguez. And another offensive foul call. This one's going to go against Weathersby. Forrest down low to Mason. White spin move into the lane. Hit the bottom of the rim. Weathersby comes down with it. Black Hills State looking to push. Quickly into the lane, yeah, and then she dragged her pivot foot. Kind of slipped a little bit, it looks like. Did Koser as she was looking to make a jump stop. And she'll be called for a travel. Barris got around Weathersby, lost the handle though. We're gonna say it stays with UCCS. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Mountain Lions get it into Robinson. Bree takes the screen from White, has to kick it back out to Forrest. Got it down low to Mason, 1 on the shot clock, fade away, hit the rim. Ottman comes away with the rebound. Great job by Riley Ottman to come away with the rebound. Looking to get right back into it, kicks it back out. Now back over to Riley. Bree, skip pass, Forrest, baseline lefty, trying to go reverse. No good, got her own rebound. And the putback, and the Mountain Lions retake the 1-point lead. Ragsdale turnaround from 15 feet. That's no good. Weatherby down low is going to get called for a hook, and it's going to go the other way. Good block out from Agar Ferris down low as Weatherby picks up her third, and she'll now take a seat for a while, replaced by the former Mountain Lion, Ellie Moore. Trying to free up Mason White down low, couldn't do it, so they're going to try and work it around to the other side. 8 on the shot clock. Ottman behind the back, step back. Oh, got another move in, and then they're going to call a reach on Fox. Great individual move by Ottman as she got a couple of defenders to kind of look like they were on skates, and that'll bring us to the media timeout. 4:41 to go in the third. UCCS clinging to a 1-point lead. So UCCS with 4:41 to go has a 1-point lead, and Riley Ottman is at the free throw line. First one hard off the back rim. Second one, nothing but net. Dominguez comes in for Mason White. Good double team up top, and they're going to give Black Hills State a timeout call, and the first coaches called timeout of the second half turns into a full media timeout, so we'll take another quick break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Beat. A 2-point advantage for the home team as Black Hills State had to call a timeout. The Mountain Lions had their guard dead to rights in the corner, and they burn another one. So Black Hills with 2 timeouts remaining. UCCS still with 4. And they're going to get a foul called on Dominguez. Just her first. And so they're sending both teams back to the bench. Agar Ferris made a motion like maybe she got slapped in the face. She's kind of holding her right eye a little bit. And so the three officials, it looked like they saw something because one of the officials went over to Agar and started talking to her. You saw the shot just a second ago. And so they're going to head to the monitor, I believe, and see if there was anything super malicious going on, as one of the officials walks over to Black Hills and gives them an explanation. And now they'll head over to Lynn Plett and let him know what's going on. So you can see what the officials are looking at there in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. All right. So a couple of the officials looking at the previous play. So there was a foul called on Dominguez. But the fact that they are looking at it, you wonder if something happened from Black Hills' perspective in terms of a foul, because they were talking to Ferris like maybe she had taken a swipe across the face. Meanwhile, you can see the Mountain Lion huddle behind the two officials as Lynn Plett talking to his 5 players all on the court, giving them some instructions. Black Hills, their 5, talking to one of their assistant coaches. So basically an extra timeout here, and now both, hopefully everybody's come to a consensus, because now they're going to chat about it one more time. And so there's no change of any sort of any extra fouls added. So after all of that, we are right back where we started. 4:25 to go. Black Hills State ball underneath the basket. They work it around. The shot is up and good by Ragsdale. Barris got all the way to the rim, just couldn't finish. Mountain Lions have had a handful of those throughout the course of this game. This would be a very different contest if they were able to drop in those ones where they got all the way to the rim. Quick pass over to Fox for 3. No good. Dominguez, good job to tip the rebound to herself, and now she's pushing it out amongst the crowd. Slowed down, drops it back out to Robinson. Ottman hands it off to Nillis. Work it down low to Forrest, but good front D there from Ellie Moore. And they're actually going to call a foul on Moore. I thought she did a pretty good job on that front side defense to tip it away, but they're going to say she pushed off a little bit. So for Moore, that is her 3rd. Her return trip to Colorado Springs probably hasn't gone how she would have scripted it, with 2 points and 3 fouls for the former Mountain Lion. Barris hits the free throw. Agar, 74% from the charity stripe this year. Her second one is, oh, it's going to be a lane violation, but it goes in. So Barris goes 2 of 2. Oh, good read there by Sydney Nilles. The steal leads to an easy layup. Nilles read that pass like a book, jumped the passing lane, and then goes coast to coast for an easy 2. For Nilles, her first bucket, but it's a big one, giving the Mountain Lions a 4-point lead. Then Mason White, another rebound. Robinson now is going to try and push it for UCCS. Slowed down behind the back dribble, and will look to get it inside to White. But instead they work it around the arc. Forrest back over to Robinson. Skip pass, Ottman. Oh, Riley right past her defender. And then too hard, though, on the layup. Bertram's going to pick up a foul, and Riley will head back to the line. Riley got the first free throw. Second one also good, and that ties for the biggest lead of the game for UCCS at 6 points. They're up 38-32, and Ottman's got 7 points as Emily Hovas checks back in, replacing Robinson. Oh, a 3-ball from Weathersby. The 6'1" Weathersby showing off a little bit of range there. She might be about 6'4" with that hair. As Ottman, the same play, and you see her kind of throw up her arms and smile a little bit. It's back-to-back offensive possessions. Ottman's had the exact same look. Unable to finish, but does get a couple free throws. Ottman got both of them. So Riley Ottman now 6 of 8 from the line. Wide open pass down low. Bertram was able to drop it in. Got it down to White, kicked it out to Hovas in the corner. Emily back down to Forrest. Agar has a block by Weathersby. 3-point contest, 1.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Engesser, step back, instead passes it off. Capley, they're going to call her for an offensive foul. Agar Ferris did a great job to stand in front. Big smile there from Agar to pick up the charge on Capley. No free throws, as it was an offensive foul on Black Hills. So the Mountain Lions will bring it up court. DiPatrio gets it over to Ottman. Riley tried to drop it off to Ferris in the corner, but it was tipped out of bounds. Hovas has it rejected by Weathersby, but she couldn't save it. Got it to White, whose shot is short. And then we're going to have a jump ball. Riley Ottman's really coming into her own. She had a career-high 16 points in the last contest, which unfortunately was a loss at Colorado Mesa. 2 games earlier, she'd set a career high with 12 points. So Ottman really starting to come into her own, and she will be a solid future for UCCS. She's got 9 points here as Black Hills gets it in bounds. And then Ottman came up with a steal, slammed into the pads, is helped up by the police officer in the corner. 5-on-4 Black Hills, but they don't take advantage. Weathersby, good, tough move. Missed the shot. Rebound by Capley. Goes up and one. DiPietro is called for the foul. Capley will get a chance to tie it up with a free throw. Capley missed it. Not exactly sure what the official is talking about. Lynn Plate got a really long explanation from one of the officials, and I'm not quite sure what for. .20 seconds to go. Mountain Lions can hold for a last shot if they choose. Forrest did a good job to get her body between the ball and the defender. Hovatz's shot is no good, out of bounds, and they're going to say it goes back to Black Hills. Now an offensive substitution as Edgesser is back in the lineup. White, ooh, lucky, I think she didn't pick up a foul there. Weatherby and Forrest get tied up. Possession arrow will go to the Mountain Lions with 2.4 seconds to go. UCCS, if they hurry, can get off a shot. 2.4, plenty of time to get the ball up court. Let's see what they come up with. Forrest quickly into Ottman. Riley over midcourt. She's going to have to... Never got a shot off. So we will head to the fourth quarter. UCCS clinging to a 40-39 advantage. We'll see if the Mountain Lions can hold on when we come back. So 10 minutes is all that separates UCCS from another big victory here on the floor, the Gallogly Event Center. Weathersby hard off the back rim that time, and they're going to get a foul down low on so they're going to call it on Capley down low, so that's her third. Nobody with more than 3 fouls in the game, but 4 Yellow Jackets do have that many on their docket, while only 1 Mountain Lion, Mason White, has 3. Abela back in the lineup for UCCS. She'll take the ball out underneath the basket. Good job by White to pick up the loose ball. Abela for 3! Sophie Abela drops in the triple. Actually, they're only going to give her a long... they're only going to give her a long 2, and Capley comes down and responds quickly. So still a 1-point lead, as it was a long 2-pointer from Abela. DiPatrio down to White. Back out to Ottman. Riley for a triple. Ooh, that one just a bit wide. Out of the hands of the freshman. Here comes the full court press from UCCS. We haven't seen it much in this game, but they have done it a lot the last couple of seasons, and then they kind of back off, so more token pressure than anything. Ottman trying to lead her ball handler into a double team, couldn't quite do it, so they work it over into the corner. Van Wyck's 3-ball is good. That's her first points of the second half. Still, all of them have come from beyond the arc. She has 5 3-pointers and 15 total points. Faris trying to respond, couldn't get it to fall. So a 2-point lead for the visitors, 44-42. Just over 8 minutes to go in the contest. That shot is missed, but it was picked up by Weathersby and dropped in. So now the lead is 4 for Black Hills State. Mason White quickly down the floor, and Mason now will head to the free throw line. Robinson and Dominguez back in for UCCS. Ragsdale checking in. Nillis is also in for UCCS. So basically the starting 5 for the Mountain Lions at the moment. The only difference is Abela currently in there for Faris. Sophie, a regular starter anyway, so not a real surprise, as Mason, who truly has shot very well from the free throw line tonight, was 6 of 7, hits that one off the left side of the rim. So White misses both free throws, and the Yellow Jackets come out with the rebound. Three ball, Van Wyck, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. Abela has a screen sort of from White, just pulls up and puts it up, leaves it long. Oh wow, what a great pass from Alexa Dominguez to Mason White down low. That's White's first points of the half. She had 10 at the break. She's now got 12 thanks to a great feed from Alexa. Going baseline, and Abela's going to pick up a foul as Fox was able to create just enough space.
Fox now at the line, shooting 2.
And Fox knocks them both down. Bertram will replace her, and Capley will come in for Moore. Seven minutes to go. Black Hills State with a 4-point lead. Mount Lions have played pretty good right now, however, just one of their last 4, and Black Hills is on a 9-2 run to build up this lead. Capley brings it all the way up. Oh, and Van Wyck was looking for a teammate who was looking to make a cut and head back around the other side. So it's thrown straight out of bounds. And now the Yellow Jackets will employ a full court press, trying to kill as much time off the clock as possible. Mountain Lions, however, get it into Abela. Sophie, over to Robinson. Back over to Abela. White, Robinson. White threw it off of Robinson's foot as Bree was trying to create a little bit of separation, and it was a rocket of a pass from Mason White. Van Wyck, what a great take, and that is her first non-3-point bucket of the game. She's got 17. Abela got it down to Mason. Back up top to Bree, to Alexa. Spin move into the lane, off glass, no good. Rebound, picked up by White. And then they're going to call Mason for a foul. Engesser came into the party late and hit the deck, and so that's the 4th foul on Mason White. She is the first player in this game. No, she's not. Sorry, Ellie Moore for Black Hills has 4 as well. So White and Moore now with 4 apiece. Engesser got her defender to fly by, took a couple of dribbles and drops it in. Mountain Lions quickly up. Abela down low to White. Mason. There's Mason White. That's her move. One dribble and straight up. Drop that one in. She's got 14 to lead UCCS. And a 30-second timeout called by Black Hills State, and we'll stay right here and we'll take a look at some of the individual stats. And they're actually going to turn it into a media because we are within the 10-second window. So we will indeed take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 2:06 to go. Black Hills State holding on to a 6-point lead here in quarter number 4, and Black Hills is starting to pull away at least a little bit. They are 3 of their last 4 from the field and are on pretty good of a run. UCCS was up 5. They're now down 6, so that tells you how things are going. That shot out, and Abela is going to look to push. Sophie all the way into the lane. Kick out. Millis, 3-ball. No good. Now Van Wyck's going to try and return the favor. Slows it down just a hair. Gets the ball back. Nice touch pass there from Weathersby to Capley inside, and Capley finishes it off. She's now in double figures with 11. Nice turnaround in the lane from Sophie Abela. She was able to get over the defender and drop it in. She's got 7. Good to see Sophie back in the lineup for the first time since early January with a hand injury. Capley's got it in the post, double teamed, kicked it out, and they are going to call a travel on Black Hills. Moore and Fox back into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Dominguez from just beyond the free throw line had rattled in and out, back down again. Nice shot there from Alexa, and now she got in front of the defender, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Good job by Alexa to kind of take a shot and not pick up a foul, as that ball went straight out of bounds off the hand of the Yellow Jacket dribbler. So UCCS down by 4. Down low to White. White somehow got that. They're going to call it on the ground. It'll be just the 3rd team foul. The foul is going to go against Weathersby. That is her 4th. So her and Moore, who are both on the court for Black Hills State, each have 4 fouls. White back out to Robinson. Robinson the drive, hard, off glass. Brie Robinson, what a great take. And was able to float it over the last line of defense, and it's just a 2-point ball game. Robinson in double figures with 10, and Dominguez applying some pressure along that sideline, maybe a little bit too much. She's going to pick up a foul, just her 2nd, 3rd team foul, so no free throws yet for either team. So we are under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Moore, turnaround. And Allie Moore has done that a lot in this gym. That's first time she's done it in a Black Hills State uniform, however, as she re-gives her new team a 4-point lead. Skip pass, Ottman over to Robinson. Bree gets around the defender. Little floater, wow. What a take by Bree Robinson. She's got that little runner down to a science, as once again, it's a 2-point ball game. Van Wyck, no good. And Moore with the rebound. And then they're going to get Moore with a travel. Ellie Moore came down with the rebound, but kind of had her feet crossed up just a little bit. was unable to regain her balance, so called for a travel, and Bertram's back in for Black Hills State, and Abela in for Forrest for UCCS. Ottman drops it off to Dominguez, but it was a kind of a soft pass. Abela looking for a steal, can't come up with it. Bertram breaks out of the crowd with it. .90 seconds to go. 2-point lead for Black Hills State. Yeah, they're going to call a travel as hitting the deck was Fox. And they didn't call the foul. And as she hit the deck and then slid, there had to have been a travel. So it was either a foul or a travel. Pick one. And UCCS is going to call a 30-second timeout. So we will stay right here. 1:25 to go. Mountain Lions have the ball as well as the possession arrow. So any jump ball will stay with UCCS. Individually, Robinson and White leading the way for the Mountain Lions with 12 and 14 points respectively. Ottman has shifted 9, Abela a 7 for Black Hills State. Van Wyck with a game-high 17. Capley has 11. Those are the only two Yellow Jackets in double figures. As a team, both squads shooting pretty well here in the fourth quarter after kind of an ugly third quarter, if I'm being perfectly honest, for both sides. The fourth quarter much better. UCCS 50% from the field, and Black Hills State almost 64% from the field. Both teams with 3 fouls, so free throws are coming. Just might take a little bit if the teams choose to start fouling. .10 on the shot clock. Ottman has it at the angle, gets it up to Dominguez. Alexa got one defender to fly by and then lost the dribble. Under a minute to go now. Black Hills State. If the Mountain Lions can get a stop here, they will have time for one more possession. About 27 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Van Wyck drives, takes, and one. Nikki Van Wyck drops in 2 more. She's got 19, and that may be the dagger. Under 40 seconds to go. Up by 4. Van Wyck, a 70% free throw shooter, so she'll have 1 from the charity stripe. She missed it. White with the rebound, quickly out to Robinson, up to Ottman, who was kind of cherry picking down low, but she wasn't by herself. Gets it over to Bree, back up top to Abela, tried to drop it down to White. They're gonna say it was tipped by Black Hills. So now the officials are going to take a look at it because Black Hills said that it was not tipped. So they're going to make sure that they get this call right. So they will head to the monitor and take another peek at it before putting the ball back in play. So 27.5 seconds to go. Possession arrow still with UCCS. So they have a chance to hold on to or re-get the ball if they can force some sort of jump. Timeouts, just 1 remaining for Black Hills State, 3 left for the Mountain Lions. And now that all three officials have taken a look at what is going on, they'll talk about it for a second. And they will indeed say that it was tipped by the Yellow Jackets, so it will stay with UCCS. Abela to take it out for the Mountain Lions. Tried to quickly get it in. It got tipped, before it came in and then went off the backboard. So a second came off the clock and it'll stay in the exact same position. Forrest quickly around Weathersby. Nice take by Agar, and it's a 2-point game. UCCS will use one of their 3 remaining timeouts. Again, just a 30 seconds, so we'll stay right here. Good quick offense from Agar Ferris that time around. Only took about 3 seconds off of the game clock. However, I think the Mountain Lions are probably going to have to foul. If you don't get a steal within the first 5 seconds or so, they're going to have to foul. It would send Black Hills to the free throw line, but they would able to get another possession with plenty of time left on the clock to set up some sort of play. Bertram will take it out for the Yellow Jackets. Quickly gets it into Fox. Going for the steal, they are indeed. Now they're going for the foul. Oh, and they're going to say that Fox just dribbled it straight out of bounds. Good job by Riley Ottman to come over and put a little bit of pressure on the ball handler and basically get Fox to dribble the ball straight out of bounds. So now Riley will throw it in for the Mountain Lions, who again call a timeout. They do have 2 left. Now they have 1 left. Another 30 seconds. So if I'm not mistaken, UCCS I think has 1 full left, while Black Hills also has 1 timeout to go. 18.3 to go, and we'll see what Lynn Plett's drawn up for UCCS out of this timeout. They have the ball just over midcourt on the far side of the court in front of the student section. You know UCCS is going to want to try and feed it into Mason White. That's how their offense runs. So we'll see what they do here. Abela gets it into the front court into White, who's in the corner. Out top to Robinson. Ottman. Riley. 12 on this game clock. That's blocked by Weathersby. Quickly out. Van Wyck then takes a push, and she'll head to the free throw line. Weathersby came up with another rejection. That is her 3rd of the game. For Nillis, she picks up her 3rd foul, 5th team foul, so Van Wyck will go to the line for 2 free throws. Looking for her 20th point of the contest. Oh, and she missed it. So UCCS, at the very most, will be down by 3 points. 1 possession, 7.5 seconds to go. They do have a timeout. I imagine they'll call it in order to get the ball over midcourt instead of having to go the full length of the court as Van Wyck knocks it down, and that's exactly what happened. UCCS takes their final timeout. They want the ball on the far side where they had it on the last timeout, and this will be a full 60 seconds, so we'll take a quick break too, and we'll be back with the final 7.5 seconds. So the Mountain Lions, 7.3 to go. They need a three-pointer. Let's see what they draw up. Abela taking it out, gets it in to Nillis, who takes one dribble over to the right, tried to bake it in, tipped back out to Sydney, who has another chance for three! Oh, off to the left, and that's gonna do it. Black Hills State will survive with a three-point victory, 59-56. The Mountain Lions had two pretty good looks there at the end from Sydney Nillis, just could not get them to fall. So a heartbreaking loss for the Mountain Lions, who did lead for a good portion of this contest, but they fall to 8-15 on the year, 7-10 in RMAC play, while Black Hills improves to 17-5 and 12-4 in Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference contests. Well, that does it for the women's game. We've got about 20 minutes or so, and then we will be back for the men's game between these same two schools. Mountain Lions with a tough test as they welcome in the number 3 ranked team in the entire country in the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if UCCS is up to the task. All right, everybody, we will see you in about 20 minutes.